Right? Tonight, we start off with a sugar push and an underarm pass, also called the right side pass. So in the first class, we did really simple movements. So basic sugar push, meaning we talked about just the guys not pulling on the arm to get the follower to start moving, but just taking a step back onto the one. Then on two, you allow her to keep coming forward as you step to the side of it more too. Then on three and you place the feet under you and stay there for a brace. Then on four, you step in towards the partner's back in front of her. Then five and six is your basic anchor. So we talked a little bit about just leading without using so much force. So going back onto the one, stepping on the two, the three and four, coming back to five and six. And both of us, if you notice on that first beat, don't bend the arm. There is no flexing of the elbow. If somebody's flexing, they're pulling. So we don't want that to happen. The only reason it would happen is if I didn't back up at all, then she'd have to let the elbow flex a little bit in order to approach me, and I would have to do the same. But we do want to move back one step to initiate the action. One, two, the three, and the four, five, and six. Pretty simple. Then we went to the underarm pass. On the underarm pass, same concept. We go back on the one, we're not pulling. On two, we raise the hand up. About the ear level, she's going to take the hand over her own head, leader, so don't push it over the top of her head. Let her do it. She triples, three and four. We anchor five and six. What we did talk about here on the pass is both partners on beat three will place the foot to the side and slightly back with the inside edge of the ball of the foot. This causes your weight to stay forward so you can cross your foot in front on the next step. So as an underarm pass, I'm dancing count one, two, and then I'm going to place my foot a little bit to the side and behind. Not so much out in front of me, but a little bit behind me. So I can slide my right foot across and then step onto my four, five, and six. If you notice, Caroline is doing the same thing. She's walking two forward steps, placing her foot to the side and slightly back, and then crossing in front of it, coming around to the four, then five, and six. So again, one, two, three, and four, five, and six. Trying to get that nice full tether without being heavy, but you definitely want to make a connection. So if he even just slightly breathes his weight, you feel something and it tells you to move, he doesn't have to pull the arm to do it. So that was our first two basics. Pretty simple. Let's amp it up now. We're going to take the same patterns and add a lot of movement and footwork to it. So this time, followers, when the leader leads a sugar push, you're going to surprise him by taking the move off the slot on the fourth beat. But before that happens, you're going to signal it's going to go off that slot or that it's going to be slightly different by walking up to the leader on counts one and two and taking the foot and bringing it across the body and then peeling it upwards. So it lifts up and takes you up with it. So as far as a follower is concerned, she can only really go in one direction comfortably right now, and that's back on an angle, somewhere off this direction. So I know that by the way this knee comes up. So I'm prepared for that. So when she does move, I do a quick foot change and go opposite of that foot. That creates a really nice tether. So now we've gone from a track that was running this way to a track that's going slotted across this way. So I'll do it this way the first time. So one, two, three, and four is our action. So the footwork for the leader is supposed to dance back one, step to the side on two, lean to the right on three, and do a quick stutter, and four. And as you do the stutter, you release the right hand that allows the partner to get further away from you. So follower's action is to come forward to one, two, scoop the foot and lift, and then push off to the side. So you're signaling the angle by taking that foot across the body. So this we counted one, two, three, and four. Then to get out of the move, she's going to do a single cross in front with a split step on the end, and five, stop, six. The leader's going to do two crosses, and five, and six. So we don't have to do the same thing, just something complementary. Then from here, we're both going to use a hitching action. She's going to do a flexed knee, what we call knee slap hitch, which is to bring the knee in on one, hold that position, one, and while that's happening, I can either kick backwards on my one, or out to the side on my one, or I can leave both feet where they are and just pull my hips back on the one. I'll choose to bring my left foot out a little bit, that's my one. Now I'm going to move forward on and two. So it's the partner, normal movement, but here's where she changes it. On the underarm pass, she's going to do an accelerated movement to a cross, and three. When she gets to that position, there's going to be tension in the hand. I will have done three and as my normal footwork. On beat four, as I'm taking the step around the corner, she's going to rotate around and lean into me, which tells me I need to be there for her, that I need to give a brace. Now I'm observing, I'm watching to see what she does. I'll see the head move back. When I see it roll, and I follow the roll back until we both hit that six. So that movement from the hitch itself, she slaps on one, I kick, one and two, three, four, roll to six. So the whole thing now is a sugar push. One, two, lift, three, and four, and five, six. Then one, and two, three, four, five, six. And you repeat that over and over again. So you go right back to your sugar push. A lot of cool stuff going on there. A lot of neat connections. A A lot of good body action. Play with this one for a while. We'll see you again next week.